And this is today's special ingredient, saffron. Pound per pound, the most expensive spice in the world. If you don't know what it is, let me explain. It is a powerful spice that comes from a flower. This one, to be specific. It's called Crocus sativus. And if you zoom in really tight, here's the saffron. And I was told that this makes everything taste better. Well, we're about to find out right now, as I'll be using it in these 3 beautiful steaks. This is as good as it gets. If you are unfamiliar with this cut, let me explain. It is picanha, the queen of all meats. And you can see the marbling that it has. This is a Wagyu marbling score 7 and 8 picanha, and by far one of my favorite cuts of meat. But today we're going to be treating it a little bit different. You see, to season it, I usually like to keep it real simple. A good amount of salt and that's it. But not today. Since this is an experiment, we're going to keep it consistent. I went with a good amount of salt followed by freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. And now that they're fully seasoned, this is how the experiment is going to go down. This steak right here, I'm going to be adding saffron to it right now. Maybe this is a little bit too much, but I want to make sure that we're going to feel the flavor. The other 2 steaks are going to be a little bit different. One will be the control, and another one I'm going to be doing an incredible saffron sauce that is going to be delicious. At least that's my hope. Because now that I got all of them seasoned, the next thing to do is to go ahead, bag them up, vacuum seal them, and they are now ready for sous vide. Talking about that, I'll be cooking all of them in the same container at 135 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours. And hopefully the saffron will infuse into the steak, making it taste better. We'll see about that soon. Because as that was happening, I wanted to go ahead and make the saffron sauce. Now this one is ridiculously easy to make, and it's going to pack a punch. So into a pan, I threw in some avocado oil, followed by some minced garlic. Started to saute it until it became translucent. Then I added the saffron and mixed everything well. As once that was done, I added some heavy cream. I kept the heat under medium-low, as I wanted the heavy cream to reduce quite a bit. Because to finish the sauce off, all that was left to do was to add some Parmigiano Reggiano, followed by freshly ground black pepper. Then I mixed everything well until I was happy with the consistency, because the saffron sauce was done. Now let me tell you friends, this is an incredible dipping sauce for your steaks. Don't believe me? Well, you just wait and see, because the flavor that comes out of this thing is something hard to describe. However, you know we can't just eat steaks by itself, so I decided to go ahead and make an awesome side dish. And if you've never seen or heard about this, you're not alone. And what it is crispy rice. Yes, and here's how to make it. Everything starts off with a little bit of water. Then I threw in some saffron. Mixed everything well, and as you can see, it immediately starts releasing its color. That's what you want. Now into another pan, I part boil some rice. This will take no longer than 10 minutes, because the next thing to do is to go ahead and drop it in some sauce. Now to make the sauce, it is ridiculously easy, and here's how. Into a bowl, I threw in some egg yolks, followed by bacon fat, some Greek yogurt, the saffron water we just made, and mix everything well until it's fully combined. Now as you know, add the rice, mix everything really well, and take a look at this. It is already looking good to eat, but we're gonna take it a little bit further. For that, I grabbed a cast iron skillet, sprayed a good amount of Wagyu fat on it, then I started to lay down the rice. Compact it really well on the pan, as now it was time to add some type of meat. I went with bacon. I added a good amount, as now it was time to add another layer of rice. You wanna compact this really well. If not, it's gonna be a complete mess when you're taking it out of the skillet. So I covered it up so that it wouldn't dry out. Into the oven it goes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 45 minutes. Once the time was up, take a look. Now the rice is fully cooked. The only thing left to do now is to flip it into a pan, because to finish it up, I added some tagarashi and parsley, and this is today's side dish. Now you know this is going to be fantastic with some steaks, and I cannot wait to find out how our steaks are going to taste. Talking about that, by this time they were fully cooked. So I went ahead, took them out of the bag, pat them dry really good, and there's one thing that we can all agree on. These are not very good looking steaks. Because I know what you're thinking. My steaks don't look that good right now, but watch this. All right, everybody, and here we got our beautiful steak with an incredible side dish and a very interesting sauce.
You put the sauce in front of me.
I did, because, oh man, that's a mistake. We should swap. This is rice too. We all know you're very messy.
That's why I need the rice, not the sauce.
Angel, there's no hope.
There's no hope.
Yes, we have a great experiment today. You guys have been requested this from me ever since I can remember, honestly. And you know the reason I didn't do it? This is expensive. It is the most expensive pound per pound thing we ever use on this channel.
What?
But with all that being said, I want to know if it tastes good or if it tastes bad. Brutally honest, just let us know. You guys ready?
Oh yeah.
Enough talking, let's give it a try. Let's dig in. Right here. You know what this is, right? It is Wagyu picanha for you gentlemen.
Today's a good day. My mouth is watering.
All right, enough talking, let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh.
Wow, sous vide is already extremely tender, but with a Wagyu steak, that thing just falls apart in your mouth like you had butter
Be
melting on your
specific,
tongue.
Wagyu what?
Wagyu picanha, the queen of flavor, and you can really taste that beefy deliciousness with this steak.
Every time we do a family gathering, what does all the family ask for?
Yeah, picanha, everybody.
That's why. It's because it's so damn good. And it's juicy, you got that little fat cap. The sear you put on it is always awesome.
It is fantastic. It is my favorite cut of meat. Nothing comes even close. If you ever ask me in person, I will say the same exact thing. It is picanha, the queen. Respect the queen. But we got a little experiment. So even though I just said respect the queen, I don't know. She got a little,
Disrespecting the queen?
she's a little yellow sauce.
Shit, a little saucy.
All right, let's give it a try. Dig in. I'm curious. Let's
Whoa.
go in. You smell it?
Yeah, it looks like mustard, and it does not smell like mustard.
Let's see how it tastes. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Dude,
That is amazing. Wow.
I love that savory richness that you get. So much depth of flavor here. I feel like the taste of it continues to evolve as I'm chewing. It's so delightful.
That is a 10 out of 10. We'll highly recommend, everybody. Wow.
It's a super interesting taste though, but it goes so well with the steak.
There's so much flavor there. I'm not gonna lie, Google. I freaking love it.
I give it a 10 out of 10, everybody. That's how delicious that is. I also have the special ingredient on this right here.
Awesome.
Now, this is...
That was you that time.
So this one has also the special ingredient, okay? It's crispy rice. You can put anything you want in the middle, but we love bacon.
Oh, let's go.
That's the most Google thing I've ever heard in my life. You put bacon in between 2 layers of rice.
It just makes sense, bro.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Wow.
Oh my God.
The outside is so crispy. It's so fluffy in the middle.
I was expecting the rice to be really dry, but it's not at all. Like you guys are saying, extremely fluffy rice. You have that nice bite from the bacon that adds a richness to the dish as well. Very surprising and very delicious, I gotta say.
The feeling of the texture in your mouth and the umami flavors that comes out of this rice is phenomenal. I'm excited for the very last steak. You guys ready? Enough talking, let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Mmm.
Wow.
Dude,
Okay.
so powerful.
Yeah.
That flavor is so powerful.
That is amazing, everybody. That is fantastic. All the way to the top.
I think it's almost a little bit too powerful where I don't really taste as much beef. I mainly taste that ingredient, but I'm not gonna lie. I don't mind it at all.
I'm not complaining either, and I'm saying that about a picanha, everybody. That's how good that is. Are you guys ready to find out what it is?
No, because I don't know if I can afford this.
Pound per pound, the most expensive ingredient in the planet, saffron. It is expensive. It is ridiculously expensive, but at the same time, is it worth it?
I think it's worth it. I mean, it's still lingering right now.
The wonderful thing about this ingredient is that a little bit goes a long way, so you don't need a lot. But it is delicious, everybody. I can't believe I'm saying this because I wasn't a believer. I wasn't gonna recommend putting it on steaks, but it tastes so good and it's so different that it's worth you giving it a try to see if you enjoy it as much as we do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe. Remember, everything I use is always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.